Cornell is one of the Ivy Leagues that has the least number of college essays, or so you think. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down how to write the Cornell supplemental essay for this year. It's going to be a full-on comprehensive guide on how to approach this required essay, but I know your time is limited and you want to move quickly, so I'm actually going to provide you a free downloadable guide that has everything I'm going to talk about in this video, and you can just get it right now for free. I've linked it in the description below, so make sure you go and check that out because it's just gonna make it so much easier when writing your essay, so you don't have to watch this video 1,000 million times unless you want to, but instead you can just have the guide up on your screen so you can reference it as you are writing the Cornell essay. So it's fascinating. Cornell only has one supplemental essay prompt that is required for everyone applying to Cornell. But here's the catch, and yes, unfortunately, there is a catch. There are additional supplemental essays that you're gonna have to write for Cornell depending on what major or department you're applying for. So for my engineering students, I'm really sorry because you're gonna have to write 5 more essays in addition to that one. For the School of Arts and Science, you only have to write 1 other additional essay. There's also another essay for students applying to public policy or architecture and other programs at Cornell. So really make sure you do diligent research so you know which essay prompts you're gonna have to write. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about how to write that one required essay that everyone has to write across every major, but I have other videos talking about how to write the essays for each of the other departments within Cornell. So make sure to go check those out after this video. What's great about this one main Cornell essay is that it is actually a super essay. So what does that mean? A super essay is an essay that can be reused across many different colleges' applications. So yeah, Cornell may ask this prompt, but so does MIT, so does Boston College, so does Occidental, so does University of Washington and University of Miami, and so many other schools. What is this super essay, you ask? The community essay. Cornell's prompt is, we all contribute to and are influenced by the communities that are meaningful to us. Share how you've been shaped by one of the communities you belong to. Define community in a way that is most meaningful to you. This community example can be drawn from your family, school, workplace, activities, or interests, or any other group you belong to. Great, this shouldn't be too hard. Cornell is asking this prompt because they want to see how you build relationships, how you contribute to group dynamics, and how you bring your perspectives to shared spaces. They want to make sure that every student that they're admitting is contributing to an inclusive campus culture because that's what they're all about. By you writing about how you've already engaged within a community and how you've been shaped by it and how you've contributed to that community, that actually serves as evidence to Cornell of how you might show up in Cornell's campus community. I talk about the concept of showcasing evidence in your application a lot in my college admissions course. It's called the Admissions Edge. There's a lot more information that you can learn about in the description below if you're interested. But essentially, this helps admissions officers clearly see how you're gonna show up in their classrooms, in their residence halls, in their clubs, and in conversations across the campus. Your first step to approaching this essay is choosing a community. You want to start by choosing one that is really integral to your identity and your passions. Like they say in the prompt, this can be pretty much anything. It doesn't have to be a family or cultural thing, but it can be if you want it to be. It could also be within an extracurricular, like a club you're a part of or a music group. You can define community however it makes sense for you, just as long as it's clearly communicated within your essay. Oftentimes, a lot of students will use the community essay as a way to showcase a different side of them, which is often nice too, especially if your Common Up essay or other supplemental essays are focused more on your major and those kind of academic interests. This could be an opportunity to showcase another side of you. So I want to make sure that you are approaching this with a holistic strategy. Again, I talk a lot about holistic application strategy within my course. If you want to learn more, it's down below. A big part of my process and the way that I teach college admissions is understanding every single piece of the application and how they fit together. So consider your application as a whole. What other stories are you already telling? What ground have you not yet covered? What is really core and pivotal to understanding who you are, and how do you make sure that you communicate that in your essays? This is an essay that can be used to fill in some of those gaps. When you talk about this community or your experience within it, especially if it is something that is already on your activities list, you want to make sure that you are going beyond surface level. Don't just rehash everything we already know from your resume or from your activities list. The college essay is your chance to draw out the stories and the experiences from from those activities. So zoom in on a very specific anecdote or a moment that shows us what an interaction in this community looks like for you, or a specific moment that really impacted you, or that provoked some sort of realization that later shaped your core values or how you perceive the world. When you're brainstorming, I would recommend considering these questions. What kind of conversations and interactions do you have within this community? How does this community challenge you? Mentally? Physically? How does this community support or inspire you? How has your experience within this community influenced your beliefs and the way that you think? I always teach my students that every essay has to center around a value, because that is the theme of the essay. And if you don't have a theme for your essay, it's gonna be all over the place. You have to do deep self-reflection in order to peel back the layers, go beyond surface level, and get deep so that you can uncover that really unique and special thing that is super personal to you, so no one else could write about it, and therefore gonna make you stand out and be really unique. I think it's really fun to help students discover these values, because whenever they realize it, they're like, oh my God, I never knew this about myself, but now that I think about it, it's so true. So we've been talking a lot about how the community has impacted you and the way that you think and your values. But I also want to make sure that in this essay, you cover both sides. Yes, how that community has impacted you, but also what have you done for that community? Think about how you've impacted them, what you've contributed, because they don't want to just see that you are a taker, taking things from other people or communities, but you are someone who also gives back. So again, I would recommend being specific in how you communicate that. Is it a specific project that you did and you worked on that you helped the community with? Or is it even a simple conversation you had with someone that you lifted their spirits, or you helped someone else think about something in a new way? A relationship is a two-way street, so you want to make sure that you are covering both sides of how they've impacted you and you've impacted them. Because remember what I said earlier, the way you interact in your current or past communities is a direct example, or serves as evidence as how you're going to interact in Cornell's campus community. So it's really nice if you could just make it super clear for them and draw it out. How are you going to act on Cornell's campus? How are you going to bring those same values and same perspectives to their campus community? It's great if you can mention really specific things too. You can even name drop some of their opportunities and resources, as long as you are making it super clear what you are bringing to the table. This is going to show Cornell that you are a great fit for their campus. You are making it picture perfect, super clear how you are going to be an active participant in their community. And that's why they're asking this prompt in the first place. So with all of these tips, you are gonna write a super awesome and amazing community essay, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. If you need help structuring the entire essay, I can help you do that on a call, or if you wanna get your essays reviewed after you've created a draft, feel free to send it to us. My team of expert essay editors will review your essay in just 1 to 5 days and give really thorough and comprehensive feedback to make sure it is in the place it needs to be to get into a top school like Cornell. And also, if you haven't already, make sure to download that free guide that includes everything we talked about in this video, because I know you're gonna be like, wait, what did Dylan say? I know she said something about that. And this is just gonna make it easier because you can easily reference it as you are writing the essay. I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know what other videos you would like me to create, and also check out the other ones I have on this channel, because I can bet you are writing these other essays that I have up on this channel, and it's just gonna make your process so much easier and faster. That's all for today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you very soon. Bye-bye.